Our next question, which is in the name of Assembly Member Bokhari concerning London Pension Funds Authority.
Sorry, my badge is broken. Let me down. Thank you for your question. As Mayor of London, I act as the appointing authority for the Chair and Board of the London Pension Fund Authority. My office maintains a close and ongoing relationship with the organisation through its current Chair. John Preston was reappointed for a second term as Chair commencing in January 2024, with the Assembly having the option, but not exercising the opportunity, to hold a confirmation hearing into his appointment. The reappointment of John Preston reflects both continuity in his leadership and confidence in the strategic direction being pursued under his stewardship. My office receives comprehensive updates and correspondence from the London Pensions Fund Authority, ensuring that my team remain informed of all key developments. These updates typically include strategic priorities, performance metrics, and any significant operational matters that may arise. To ensure we are fully aware of the key issues, I also appoint an observer to the London Pensions Fund Authority board meetings. This flexible approach ensures that information flows are timely and relevant without being overly prescriptive. In addition, every year I am formally consulted on London Pensions Funds Authority's strategic policy statement, which allows me to offer my view on the scheme's long-term goals.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Sorry, short of time.
I'm sorry, Chair, no, I've got to answer the question.
Okay.
Engagement with the London Pensions Authority is overseen by my Chief of Staff, David Bellamy, who speaks regularly with the Chair, ensuring that London Pensions Funds Authority and the GLA work together in an appropriate way.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor.
In addition to these direct communications, LPFA maintains a strong commitment to transparency. Chair, I'm sorry, I've been asked a question, and I normally answer in the time I'm given. I'm not really sure.
You've answered the main part of the question. I really am grateful. Could I ask my question?
Is that how it works from now? I'll give you short.
Sorry.
What's the process from now?
Sorry, I think if you've answered the main part of the question, that's fine. But if there's other additional information that you think is appropriate for the member, then you should do it. But you need to be mindful. The pressure is on the members on the clock.
Chairman, your hands. I want to talk about annual reports and financial statements if you don't want me
to. The simple question has already been answered. Thank you very much, Chair. Yeah, I'm very grateful for the Mr. Mayor. Yeah. He's answered the specific question that I asked, which was actually quite a brief question.
I will remember that wording.
Right.
Perhaps you'll support us.
Thank you, Chair, and thank you, Mr. Mayor. Now, I do want to also take this opportunity to welcome the first phase of the ceasefire in Gaza. I, of course, hope that there will be an end to this horrific violence and rapid delivery of aid will be given to Gazans and the return of all Israeli hostages. But I am really worried that we have been here before when a ceasefire has broken. So the Liberal Democrats and you have publicly acknowledged that Israel has been committing a genocide against the Gazan people. In order to hold Israel to account on an ongoing basis, will you go one step further, like your colleagues in Labour-led Sadiq, with the pension fund and agree that the London Pension Authority should be divesting from Israeli funds?
Well, Chair, that was in my answer that I wasn't allowed to continue with. So, do you want me to go back to my answer I wasn't allowed to continue with? Okay. Yeah. Okay, so what I was going to read out, but I was interrupted, was, as Mayor of London, I have no power over how LPFA's funds are invested. The LFPA is overseen by an independent board, and investments are managed by Local Pension Partnership Investments, LPPI, who have their own legal responsibilities. Both the LPFA and the Local Pension Partnership Investment have responsible investment policies. For example, LPPI already excludes investment in companies involved in the production of cluster munitions, anti-personnel landmines, biological and chemical weapons, and nuclear weapons. However, LPFA's responsible investment policy was written over 2 years ago, and my view, again reiterating that I have no direct power over how LPFA's funds are invested, is that they should look again at this policy in light of Israel's actions in Gaza, and my office has asked LPFA to consider this. I should add that in regard to Israel and Gaza, we have seen positive news this morning about a ceasefire, which I'm sure we all welcome, and which I hope is the start of a process that leads to the long-term peace and security in the region.
Thank you. I mean, I just want some clarity. Will you be going to the Chair of London Pensions Authority to ask him to divest from Israeli funds, yes or no?
Chair, I couldn't be clear on my answer. I'll read out the section again of my answer so she can hear.
Let's leave it there, Chair. Thank you very much.
As the session drew to a close, the debate around the London Pension Funds Authority revealed a deeper question, one that extends far beyond finances and board appointments. Mayor Sadiq Khan defended his limited role, emphasizing that he holds no direct power over how the LPFA invests its funds. The investments, he reminded everyone, are managed independently by local pensions partnership investments, guided by their own legal and ethical policies. He outlined that these investment bodies already avoid companies linked to cluster munitions, chemical and biological weapons, and nuclear arms, clear evidence of an existing ethical framework. But when pressed on whether these same standards should now apply to Israeli-linked investments, the mayor treaded carefully. Assemblymember Bari's question cut to the heart of it. If London acknowledges the humanitarian crisis in Gaza, should its pension funds continue to invest in Israel at all? Sadiq Khan's response, though diplomatically measured, hinted at a growing pressure within London politics. He admitted that the LPFA's ethical investment policy, written 2 years ago, might need to be reconsidered in light of recent events. Yet, he stopped short of making any firm commitment to divestment. In his closing remarks, Khan welcomed the news of a temporary ceasefire in Gaza, expressing hope for long-term peace, but it was clear that for many in the chamber, words of hope are not enough. Because this discussion wasn't just about policy or paperwork, it was about moral responsibility. When public funds are tied to international conflicts, silence becomes a choice. And so, the real question remains. Should London's pension investments continue to fund companies connected to Israel, or is it time for the city to take a stand and lead with its conscience? If you found this analysis useful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, so you never miss our next political update.